Welcome, everyone, to another edition of the First Family of Las Vegas's Daily Free Winners Show, brought to you by your one-stop sports betting shop, SportsMemo. Now, before Dionne and I, by the way, good morning.
Good morning. Happy Friday.
Thank God it's Friday. It's a very, very exciting Friday for us because we have an all-star panel here. But before we bring them aboard, before Dionne and I and our great cast give out free winners for today's action, we have some exciting things to tell you about. First, the next few days are exciting for us. We've got a couple of big events, some red carpet events, some parties, but we are very excited about, once again this season, it's been a tradition around here, to go to the Las Vegas ballpark for opening day of the Aviators. Guys, I know it's minor league, but there's nothing minor about this park or the team or the players or the staff. It is a great place to go see a game. If you're in Vegas, if you live here or you're visiting, I highly recommend it. It is a gorgeous park. The staff is the nicest. You can see from anywhere. Guys, the seats, just because it's 100 degrees out in Vegas, they have these gorgeous mesh seats. Those Hooked on Phonics books Ross Benjamin sent me didn't come in the mail yet. Anyway, they got these gorgeous mesh seats. The prices are reasonable. You can see from it, and it's really good. And what's your favorite part?
If you're a dog lover, the Bat Boy is a dog.
The Bat Boy is a dog. He runs out after every at bat, and he grabs it, and he brings it. Guys, I'm going to tell you, it's just, and then you get to talk to the players before the game if you get there early enough. And they have several mascots that come through the stadium. They will take pictures. Yes. It's a really fun, friendly family event, but it is really good baseball, guys. It's great baseball. We'll be there opening day.
And you can't go wrong with sitting there watching a good game with people that you love, having a beer and a hot dog.
Beer and a hot dog at the game. Guys, no matter what, there is nothing better. One of my greatest joys in life is being with my family at the ballpark, having a cold beer and a hot dog while the umpire yells play ball.
Absolutely.
Nothing better. So, guys, we're excited about baseball, obviously. Dionne, I know we have a discount today.
We do. With Joey and I running very hot in all sports, the great folks over at SportsMemo are doing something amazing for the first family. You can get any or as many packages as you want from 1 day to a full year for 40% off. All you have to do is use code D'Amico40 upon checkout. It is an amazing deal, so don't miss out on it.
It's a great deal. And next week, guys, tune in because we're taking an entirely different look here. We're going to start talking some baseball, my favorite sport. I know our today's guests love baseball. I talk with them all the time. I talk with Ross and John and talking with Pavlos about baseball. He's excited about it. You and I love baseball.
I love baseball.
It's where I feel as long as you're disciplined, you can make your biggest green, guys, as long as you're disciplined. We're going to start talking some futures next week. We're going to start talking Division, League, World Series, Cy Young, MVP, etc. So tune in to get some great MLB futures. And then the week after that, guys, play ball. Baseball's here. All right, Dionne, let's take it away. We got a great cast today.
I know. We have an amazing cast. So to finish out our week, we have an amazing panel today. We have Ross Benjamin, John Ryan, and Pavlos Laguretos. One day, I promise I will get that right.
Let me tell you, Pavlos, if we break up and you marry her, she's going to have to get that last name right.
I'm just Mrs. Pauly.
Mrs. Pauly, there you go. I don't know, though. You're already betrothed to Ross. Ross is your second husband.
There's no one that says that I can have more than one husband. I can have 2, 3, 4, whatever.
Oh my God, I gotta live with that. I love you, honey.
This way I can have a different husband in every state and country.
There you go. I appreciate
it. Dionne,
at least I get Nevada.
I was gonna say, if you could hear me, could you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So you go to the ballpark to get a hot dog. You live with a hot dog. Why would you want a hot dog at the ballpark?
With mustard. There you go. He's right. He's got a good point. Sports fans, without any further ado, let's go into some of today's free winners by this great all-star cast. We're going to go into our first guest, who is a pioneer of the sports betting industry. I say it once, I say it twice, I say it a million times. Do something once, you're lucky. Do it over decades, you're great. And Ross Benjamin is great. Ross, take it away, please.
Thank you for the kind words, Joe. I'm going to look at the Phoenix and Memphis game in the NBA on Friday evening. That goes at 8:10 p.m. Eastern Time. And for those of you who like to view what you bet, you can catch that on NBA TV. I'm going to focus on the total in this game, which is 229. This is a Phoenix team that's been – both teams actually are red hot. Both teams have scored a lot of points in recent games. And specifically speaking, Phoenix 10-0 to the over in their last 10 on the road when there's been a total of 224.5 or greater. Certainly qualifies here with the total being at 229. The Suns have also shot 50% or better in 9 of their last 10 games. And over their last 9 games, they've averaged 126.8 points per game. So they're clicking on all cylinders on the offensive end of the floor. Memphis, not too bad themselves over the last 5 games, averaging 125.4, also shooting 48.6% over that time. And that includes over 43% from the three-point line. As a matter of fact, Memphis has scored 122 points or more in 7 of their last 9 games. The pace of this game should be conducive to a high-scoring, entertaining affair. Memphis, in their last 5, is averaging 96 field goal attempts per game. And for those of you who follow those types of statistics, no, that's a frenetic pace. Anything 90 or above is fast. 96 is absolutely blazing fast. The Suns, on the other hand, they've attempted 91 field goal attempts in 8 of their last 13. And the 5 games in which they fell below that threshold, they still averaged 124 points per game in those contests, which speaks to or aligns with the hot shooting of the Phoenix Suns. Joe and Dionne, this one here, to me, if you like fast-paced, entertaining NBA-style basketball, this is the game to watch and the one to bet on. I'm going to go Phoenix-Memphis over the total of 229.
There you go. Ross Benjamin, a pioneer of the sports betting industry, says take over in the Phoenix-Memphis game. Guys, he is a fixture here on the First Family Show, and we love him for it. But he is a winner. He's all over the leaderboards. I want to bring him back real quick because he has to take off. Rumor has it he has to jump a plane to Bora Bora because he's got a modeling shoot with Heidi Klum this morning. But he was nice enough to grace us. Let him come back. Tell us what he's got, what he's excited about tonight, maybe over the weekend, why you need to use some of those great discounts at SportsMemo.
Yeah, first, I just, if I can, I'm going to be doing daily videos over at SportsMemo now. A few of them are up this week. One will be up for, I believe is up today already. So you want to check those out along with the other great guys that do the videos, John Ryan, Joe D'Amico, and Dionne. Some great videos up at SportsMemo. In any event, check out my page. A lot of hot streaks right there. It's self-explanatory. And NBA tonight, I'll have 3 plays, including a 4-unit top play. And then tomorrow in the Final Four, I will have a 10% winner in the Final Four and also another 4% play in the Final Four as well. So you want to check that out at SportsMemo. You can find my page. Go to the experts icon at the top of the page. Pull down that drop-down menu. You'll see all the great handicappers at SportsMemo. One of them is me. Click there, and it'll take you right to my page.
There you go. Ross, we love you. Have a great weekend. God bless. Thank you for ending the week with us. Ross Benjamin, guys, he is a leaderboard fixture. Please go over to SportsMemo. Use those discounts because he is a pioneer. And he is always on fire. Not only is he on fire on the leaderboard, man, he's one good-looking son of a gun. It kind of bothers me. It offends me how good-looking he is. That's what I'm saying. All right, Ross is going to be taken off. Guys, we're going to go from one leaderboard fixture to another. Not only did I coin him the hardest-working guy in sports betting, he is the James Brown of sports betting. He hosts another show, and he does so much great content for SportsMemo. Not only is he great as a host and does great work, he is all over the leaderboards. Guys, just real quick, 68% ATS, 23-11-1 record, the last 35 NBA best bets. Almost 70% ATS sides, 5% max bets since December 30th. 100% 5-0 ATS with NBA 5 and 10% max bets. He is all over the leaderboard. I am honored to have him on once again this Friday because I got to tell you, I love talking sports with him. Not only is he a great handicapper, but for me, a sports lover, I get another sports lover on the show. We're going to bring him on. John Ryan is going to tell you about his free winner today. John, take it away, handsome.
Well, I'll tell you, man, my ego here, I think, is about this wide right now. I should be on your show like 5 times a day. That would be great. But thanks for having me on again, Joe. I appreciate it. Obviously, we're running pretty hot here. Had a 10%. It was only my second one in NBA since I've been with SportsMemo over 2 years. And it was the under No, it wasn't. It was the Miami Heat against the Boston Celtics the other night. And as nervous as I was, because we get nervous when we give it out to so many clients, we want to win for our clients. That was one of the best games I have seen all season. And not because Miami won, but that was a preview of what the playoffs are going to be. And I'm going to focus on a playoff team that I think is sneaky good. Maybe not everybody would think this is sneaky good, but the Dallas Mavericks is the team I'm looking at. They're now third in the seedings for the playoffs if the regular season ended today. And Luka Doncic is just a beast, and he always has been, but now it just seems like he's taking it into another gear. They're taking on a Washington Wizards team. They're a 9-point home underdog, and I think this is actually a game that Dallas wins by 15, and I will tell you why. One of the reasons why is Bradley Beal has not been playing for the Wizards since the 29th of January. Kyle Kuzma is also out for this game. The two of those, when they last played against the Mavericks in Big D, upset Dallas, 120-114, and those two players accounted for 48 points in that win. So they're missing a bunch of points tonight with those two players. I don't see much reason at all for the Wizards to put up much resistance. In a matchup here, which is kind of interesting, this will be the first time that Chris Porzingis is facing his old team, that being the Dallas Mavericks. He was traded to the Wizards for Dinwiddie, who has been a pleasant surprise for Dallas. He is averaging, 17.2 points per game, 3.5 rebounds per game, and 4.2 assists per game while shooting 50% from the field, guys. I mean, what a trade that is for Dallas. So the other part of that trade was, it was Dinwiddie and then Porzingis. Porzingis is now averaging 22 points per game, 8.3 rebounds per game for the Wizards. So it's worked out for both teams. But there's no way in God's green earth Porzingis can offset the loss of Beal and Kuzma in this matchup. And I see Dallas possibly winning this game by at least 15. I wouldn't be surprised if they won by 25. I really like Dallas in this matchup. Well, lastly, Dallas is 18-8 when they're facing defensive teams that are allowing 46% shooting in games played this season. Well, guess what? The Wizards are allowing 46.2% shooting, and their defense has not been good recently. Dallas is the number 2 scoring defense in the NBA right now. Again, I have no reason not to back Dallas, and I like them as a best bet.
There you go. John Ryan, guys, another great analysis, Dionne. But you expect nothing less from John. You know what I love about John is the fact that he gives you these technical angles along with a streetwise angle, and that's what culminates into why John Ryan is so great. I want him to come back on. I know he's got a busy day. He's got quite a few shows. I don't know if he can stick around or not, but I want him to come back on and tell you why you need to use some of these discounts. Go over to Sports Memo. Follow John Ryan. John, if you can, please.
Yeah, as you say so many times, Joe and Dionne, it is really an honor to be in this group of handicappers at sportsmemo.com. They're all hardworking individuals. And as a team, I haven't known a better family than the Wager Talk family and Sports Memo than what we're associated with. So anytime, any day, you can go over there and trust that you're getting a discounted package from a guy that is really working hard, has a proven track record, and that you can get a 30-day subscription and expect to learn just an absolute ton, and also put a few more coins in your pocket. NBA's been running hot, no doubt about it. For the first time in 3 weeks, I have a 3-pack going up right after this show, and I'm going to discount it for $19 so that everybody can afford it. I mean, what does that cost in Vegas, Joe and Dionne, for 2 IPAs, right? 2 IPAs would be $19. That's all you're sacrificing. So, I hope everybody gets on board that, and hopefully we go 2-1 or possibly the 3-0 sweep.
There you go, John Ryan, everybody. Guys, I don't know if you can stick around because John does quite a few shows on Friday. He does shows every day. I always call him the James Brown of sports betting.
I believe he has 2 other shows.
He's got 2 other shows. I don't know if you can stick around. If you can.
Well,
yeah. What's that, John?
I will be doing the NBA triple-double show with Ronald Kabang here shortly, so unfortunately will have to go. And then I'm on Wager Talk today. That show is the flagship of Wager Talk, in my opinion. So I'm excited to be on that with Steve Merrill and Teddy Covers. I mean, what could be better?
Nothing better than that. And if I'm not mistaken, John, I thought you did a guest spot on Friends about a couple seasons ago. That's because you're the hardest working guy in the business. You're on everybody's show, and you do a great job for SportsMemo Wager Talk on your shows. And we thank you for spending Friday with us. John's got to take off, guys. John, have a great weekend. God bless you.
You bet. Good luck to everyone.
Bye-bye, buddy. Have a great weekend. Oh, my God. You got to love John Ryan, don't you?
I know.
Can I tell you, his analysis are just amazing. From me, who is a lifelong sports bettor, and always the analysis you get with John, they're in depth. Mm-hmm. He tells you exactly why to a T. He is really amazing at that. Right. And I love the fact that he combines technical angles with streetwise angles. We're going to go to another. Yes, go on.
It's nice to see that we have a collection of
different points of view.
Different points of views from no matter every different handicapper that you can think of. So when you come on our shows, you have some kind of.
God forbid I had 5 cappers just like me on the show. You'd have it. You'd have an earache. You'd have an earache. You need to buy a stock in aspirin. Go ahead.
But it's nice that you can get different points of views on how people look at certain games. And
and everybody on SportsMemo Wager Talk, they're winners, guys. They're documented. What I love is they're transparent about their losses because they're few and far between. That's really important. But they are winners. So if I am not your cup of tea, and that's fine. If Dionne, if Ross, or if John isn't, you will find someone that is tailor-made for you. Right. And I'm going to bet that our next guest is tailor-made for you when it comes to soccer. And I know he's going to be dabbling in some other sports very, very soon. I'm excited about that. He is another good-looking guy, but he is also what I call the Greek god of soccer. I've never, in all my years of sports betting, seen anybody as good at any one sport as he is in soccer. Let's bring on Pavlos Laguretos. Pavlos, happy Friday.
Happy Friday, guys. Thanks for having me in another edition of this amazing show. I just keep saying it, but it's actually true. I have the best time with you guys. I learn from you. I hope you learn from me. And we're just having a great show, and try to give the best value for our clients, our viewers.
There you go. And I know, Pavlos, you have another free winner for. Let me put Pavlos and us on. I know you have another free winner forever. See, look at that. It's 3 times the good looking. I know you have another free winner that you feel strongly about, and if you could tell everybody about your free winner for soccer, and then we'll bring you back on to tell everybody why they need to go use some of those great discount SportsMemo offers. Pavlos, please.
Great. I'm going to take you guys to Spain for this huge matchup between Barcelona and Sevilla. Sevilla are sitting second in the league with 57 points, and Barcelona are sitting third with 54 points. So this is a huge match as to who goes to the Champions League next season. So the top 4 teams from the Liga, they go to the Champions League next season, which is the biggest international competition. There is a lot of money going there. There is a lot of exposure going there. So teams are actually really want to go there. So Barcelona, they've been great lately. There's no doubt about that. They've been scoring a lot of goals. Their defense is actually looking better, much better, because at the start of the season, they had a bad manager and some injuries. Lionel Messi had just left. So they were in shambles at the first half of the season. But now they got a new coach. They got a few, several good signings over the January transfer window. So they've been doing a great job lately. However, there is a huge but here because they are playing in the Europa League in just a few days after this match against Sevilla, and it's the quarterfinals. So it's a really huge match. So they might be distracted. And Sevilla, even though their offensive numbers have dipped a bit over the past couple of months, their defensive numbers are strong as ever. They still have the best defense in the La Liga, just 19 conceded goals in 29 matches. They have the best away defense in the La Liga with just 8 conceded goals in 15 matches. That's an insane number. I mean, they concede 1 goal every 2 matches. And in soccer, that's a really important number, a really, strong number. So, Sevilla, they might lose this one, but they won't get destroyed. I covered Sevilla actually a couple of weeks ago when they were playing in the Europa League, and they did lose. But overall, so far in the season, they've played 29 matches in the La Liga. They've lost just 2 of them, and they lost both by exactly 1 goal. Overall, through the season, in cup matches and Europa League matches, all competitions, they've lost just 7 times all season, and that's also an amazing number. and all 7 losses came by exactly 1 goal. And they faced Real Madrid, they faced Barcelona, they faced a lot of strong teams, but they kept their composure. And this is something that we should expect from this Sevilla side. I expect them to be very, very good defensively, like they always are. This is actually a classic case of the unstoppable force, which is Barcelona, versus the immovable object, which is Sevilla's defense. So we have a very good offense versus a very good defense. I'm going to go with the defense here. I'm going to go with Sevilla +1. That's essentially a push if they lose by exactly 1 goal. And as I said earlier, they've only lost 7 matches this season. They played like 35 or 40 matches in all competitions. They've lost just 7, and all 7 losses came by exactly 1 goal. So I'm gonna, picking Sevilla with +1 goal means that if they lose again by exactly 1 goal, it's a push, so we don't lose money. But the odds are so weirdly placed here. I mean, I see Sevilla at +600 and the draw at +350. I mean, those are disgraceful numbers for Sevilla. I mean, they didn't do them justice with those numbers. So I've already actually jumped in Sevilla +1 here. I feel that this is a very, very strong bet. Even if they lose, it's a push, but it's still, having a push instead of a loss is still like a win for your pocket at least. So yeah, I believe Sevilla +1 is a very, very good deal here.
Here you go. The Greek goddess cycler, Pavlos Laguretos, says take Sevilla +1. As a matter of fact, at those odds, I'm going to get down on that. I'm going to get down on it right after the show because at those odds, I can't resist. Plus, the fact that he's just killing it, my man.
I know.
Let Pavlos tell you why you need to use some of those great discounts over at SportsMemo and follow Pavlos Laguretos. Pavlos.
So far, I have a La Liga best bet for Sunday. It's already uploaded at my page at SportsMemo. And I'm going to load a 5-unit top bet for tomorrow, Saturday. And another best bet for tomorrow, Saturday, because it's a huge weekend, guys. It's a huge weekend. I'm going to have at least 5 plays. Some of them are going to be in the same package, so you can get it for a discounted price. But the big plays, one is tomorrow, one is on Sunday. And there might be one more. I'm still waiting for, some last-minute news because some teams are really, really picky about, revealing their status about the players and the trainings and whatnot. So I'm just waiting for some last-minute news, and there's going to be at least 3 huge matches at my page. So far, just 1 for Sunday.
There you go. Pavlos, would you stick around for a couple more minutes?
Yes, of course.
I love him, man. Pavlos will be back in a few minutes. Thank you, Pavlos. Now, Dionne.
Yes.
We have another capper coming on any second who is the best-looking capper on this panel. And on this panel, that's not that easy. And I love her. And her name is Ross Benjamin. No, and I love her. The first family of Las Vegas, the first lady of Las Vegas, who's been a fixture on the college basketball leaderboard and now making a name for herself in the NBA. Mm-hmm. Let her tell you what she's got going on tonight and perhaps over the weekend and tell you about her free play. Dionne, take it away.
I sure can. Well, my free plays are heating up for you, and I am very excited about today. Not just because it's Friday, but because I have a big winner tonight, and I love a Final Four matchup for tomorrow.
You got me again. I don't know. You're just so good. Yeah.
For tonight, I have my TBC championship game winner posted right now at SportsMemo for just $7. And I will have one of my strongest college basketball releases this season going tomorrow in the Final Four. That will be up tomorrow very, very early in the a.m.
Very early in the a.m., which means I'm getting up very early in the a.m. Sports fans, she's got a free winner, another free winner for you. I think you won yesterday's, right?
I did. I won yesterday's free play, and I have a nice free winner for everybody again today in pro basketball in the Clippers-Bucks matchup. Both Los Angeles and Milwaukee played last night, but to two very different outcomes. The Clippers lost for the 6th time in the last 7 games in Chicago, while the Bucks took an overtime win, their 4th over the last 5 games in Brooklyn. Giannis became Milwaukee's all-time points leader, putting up 44 last night. Despite Middleton getting ejected, the team clawed back from a 9-point deficit in regulation. Possessing the 2nd seed in the East with just 6 games remaining, the Bucks want every win they can get right now. Granted, Paul George is on the floor for the Clippers. But let's be honest. The supporting cast just doesn't have what it takes to compete here. Los Angeles is 0-4 ATS the last 4 on the road and 1-6 ATS the last 7 as an underdog, while Milwaukee is 4-0 ATS the last 4 at home and 8-2 ATS, the last 8 as a favorite. So I'm going to go ahead and play Milwaukee here.
The first lady of Las Vegas is take the Milwaukee Bucks. Sounds good to me. They did look good last night. I'll tell you that.
They did.
They did look good last night, and you made a believer out of me.
Well, thank you.
And I know that she made a believer out of you. What else we got going on?
I know that you had a nice big 10-unit win on your premium play yesterday. You had a nice win on your free play for everybody on the show. And you have some very exciting stuff that you want to talk about for tonight's game, for tonight's free play, and what you have already posted.
God, I love when you talk. You're so cute.
You have me like.
See, after 22 years, nice to know I still have that effect on it. Guys, I'm all over the leaderboard at SportsMemo. 3-day, 7-day, 30-day, you name it. You'll see the Joe D'Amico name there. I come off a 10-unit, as Dionne mentioned, a 10-unit Eastern Conference game of the month. 24-point blowout winner last night with the Hawks crushing the Cavs. My basketball big games are now on a 9-1 run. Today I have just one big win, a few, and my TBC title game winner in the Fresno State Coastal Carolina matchup. It's available at SportsMemo right now, just $10. And also, guys, I do love one of the Final Four games tomorrow. I don't think we're on the same game. On one of the Final Four games tomorrow, that will be up very early in the AM as well. So you ain't waking me up. I'm waking you up. Now, I do have another free winner for everybody today. Sports fans, the opening number here was New Orleans +2. As of doing this show, which is early in the AM Pacific Standard Time, the Pelicans are now 2.5. Guess what? I still like the Pelicans. Now, once the general public sees that the Lakers are now getting this many points at home, I wouldn't be surprised if they bet them a little bit. And why, you ask? I'm going to tell you why. Because their big three are all available today. Granted, Anthony Davis and LeBron James are expected to be game-time decisions. This team wasn't all that great when they had James Davis and Westbrook all on the floor, guys. As a matter of fact, they were 11-9 straight up in that situation. Currently, the Pelicans are 2 games ahead of the Lakers in the standings, and they hold the tie-breaking edge. New Orleans running red hot, winning 6 of the last 9, both straight up and against the spread. Meanwhile, LA, guys, they're on a 4-game straight up slide. As a matter of fact, they've dropped 14 of the last 19 straight up. Their against the spread numbers aren't that much more impressive. Guys, they've covered 6 of the last 18. It's just horrible. If you're an LA fan, because I know the LA fans are really diehard, they love to bet their LA teams, guys, and they're getting crushed. I'm telling you right now, it's not going to get any better here. Look for New Orleans to dominate at both ends of the court on the glass and to score basically at will in this matchup. The Pelicans are 11-3 ATS the last 14 on the road. The Lakers 9-23 ATS the last 32. Following an ATS win, they just can't pull back-to-back ATS wins. Take New Orleans. This game goes up a little bit higher. I'd shy off a little bit, but right now I liked it at +1.5. I still like it -2.5, a 4-point swing, a 2-basket swing. I think they still cover. Take them. Guys, let's bring Pavlos back real quick. We got a couple of announcements. Pavlos, first of all, before we give out our announcements of the free plays and everything, any closing thoughts or any comments for the weekend?
I'm super excited for this weekend. I made my picks a couple of days ago. I still haven't loaded them though, because as I said earlier, there's a lot of moving parts because there was the international break and people had to travel around the globe and back. So I'm just waiting for some team news. But I tell you now, when this come Monday, people who followed me are gonna have more money. There
you go, guys. You're going to line your pocket. I can guarantee you that. Follow Pavlos. You'll line your pocket. You're going to need another mattress to stuff all that money in, Pavlos. Dionne has some announcements for us.
We do. With Joey and I running very hot in all sports, the great folks over at SportsMemo are doing something amazing for the first family. Any or as many packages as you want, from 1 day to a full year, 40% off using code D'Amico40 upon checkout. That is an amazing deal. You need to jump on that right away. Do not miss out on that, especially with this guy running as hot as he is.
Oh, that's so cute of you. I love you. You're so cute. And guys, next week we're going to start talking some baseball futures, Division League, World Series, Cy Young, MVP, you name it. We're going to talk it. So tune in to get some great MLB futures advice and go to YouTube, guys. Follow the SportsMemo YouTube page. Takes 2 seconds. Comment on our show. We would love to hear your feedback. We want to keep coming back. We want you to keep coming back. We want to make you happy. Also, go to the SportsMemo Twitter page. The best collection of cappers anywhere on the planet are at SportsMemo. They post a lot of free stuff. You get futures, you get odds, you get columns, you get you name it. Go over there, follow it. Also, follow Pavlos at Paulie_WT. Dionne, what is your Twitter?
I am the First Lady of Vegas.
And I am at Joe D'Amico wins. Let me run down the free plays real quick. Ross Benjamin, who right now as we speak is boarding a plane to Bora Bora to do a model shoot on the beach with Heidi Klum. He said Phoenix, Memphis over 229. The hardest working man in sports betting, John Ryan, said the Dallas Mavericks -9. Pavlos, what did you have?
I have Sevilla +1 versus Barcelona on Sunday.
Dionne, my darling.
I am going with Milwaukee -7.5.
And I am taking New Orleans. That's New Orleans for the people down. New Orleans, if you're from anywhere else, what Louisiana. New Orleans -2.5. Dionne, take it away.
So don't forget to tune in every day for special guests and a ton of free winners. On behalf of Sports Memo, Ross, John, Pavlos, and us, this is the first family of Vegas.
Everybody out there, good luck and have a winning day.